Lost my job, wrecked the car. I've been robbed, so I won't get far. It don't matter. And then bang, took the house. Now the neighbors started shout. Don't matter. No, it don't matter. 'Cause life has never been better. No, not ever. Life has never been better. No, it don't matter. 'Cause life has never been better. Oh, oh, na, 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 no, not ever. As life has never been better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Buzz Talk Live. With a musical career spanning more than 3 decades and record sales in the millions, my guest Jack Radics has earned a reputation as an ambassador of music. Since 1992, Jack has consistently charted in the top 20 with over 380 single releases, including the 1994 album Open Rebuke, which Black Music Magazine nominated it as Reggae Album of the Year. He's a band leader, a solo artist, songwriter, arranger, and music producer. He has formed and influenced the vanguard of bright and new foray of classical genre combining soul, pop, and reggae, and calls it Reggae Rhythm and Pop, an historical event. Jack has also sold over 2 million records worldwide and is also in the Guinness Book of Records as being the fastest selling reggae remake of all time, reaching platinum with his recording of Twist and Shout. So please chat and welcome Jack Radics to Buzz Talk Live. Hey there, Jack.
Hey, what up, George? Buzz talking.
And Buzz talking, that's it, buddy. And appreciate you stopping in. And
that's a hell of an introduction there.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey,
Is that me? You're speaking about you, sure?
don't be so modest now. Come on, you're incredible, and you've been a leader in what you do for many years, and you got a hell of a following. And I think are you bigger overseas in the UK, in Europe, than you are here still, or is it about even?
No, well, because I spent the majority of my career in Europe and the UK and beyond, I have a bigger fan base. But when I started coming to America, I was actually surprised at the size of the fan base that it even existed to that magnitude. So I would say maybe a little more on the other side, where I'm what you call that now, that recognition between product and artist.
Right.
But because a lot of people know songs, but they don't speak.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I tell you, just putting your stuff together for the show, and you're hitting all my favorites. The Barry White voice and the Lou Rawls and Otis Redding. I mean, I hear all those touches of taste in your voice, and
you are right on the money there. Those are singers that absolutely influence.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt, and you incorporated this within your music and everything, and I just want to speak to some news that just came over the wire a couple of days ago, and it's unfortunate. Bunny Wailer passed away a couple of days ago, and he was incredible to himself. He was a founder with Bob Marley. Did you know each other in their passings and stuff, or?
I met him briefly on a few occasions, just passing in studio or backstage something. But what I know is that he is a songwriter of severe magnitude, and I have him way up here on that level. Separate and apart from him being a founding member of the Wailers and their accomplishments, because
right.
We used to listen to Steer It Up and songs like that, and the folks would be saying, turn off that movie out of music. But he's a foundation pillar of our industry.
Oh
here.
yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
He had the distinction of being the last living member of the Wailers. So I guess that has closed a chapter in our history, but it's only begun the immortality chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't break up on me. There we go. Okay. I lost you there for a second. You froze, but you're back. He
might fluctuate.
What's that?
I said we're in the Caribbean, so the net might fluctuate.
Yeah. I wish I was there with you doing the show, Jack. Believe me.
Well, I'll speak to Scotty and have him beam you down.
Yeah. Now, just to finish up on Bunny, just being in that time frame with Bob Marley and that whole era, and you yourself, when in the 80s. Well, when did Bob passed away? Was it 80 or 81? 81?
81.
Yeah. Now he's going to be sorely missed, I'm sure, and he was such a leader.
I always said to people that there is no way that Bob Marley would not have been a success, because that man's single-mindedness of purpose, was incredible.
Yeah. No, he was. And like, as far as when you grew up, everybody tries to find themselves when they're young and when they're a teenager. And I'm sure you were trying to find yourself too when you're in high school, and just trying to find your voice. I don't know if you had the same way about yourself back then, or
there have been transitions, let's say.
Yeah.
We've moded up, transition from mode to mode. But absolutely. I mean, in high school, I was the lead tenor.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
You were a lead tenor?
Yep. And actually, it was in high school that I got the name Radics because I would get the most attention because I have an inquiring mind. You know, I'm not a sponge, so I don't just soak up things. So, all right, I'll give you an example. For instance, I was in my literature class one day, and my literature teacher came in, and he goes, you know, I'm a troublemaker, according to them. So he's always singling me out. So he goes, did you read the passage, sir? And I said, yes, sir. And he goes, well, what are your impressions? And I said, well, I've read it, but what do we know of the author and his state of mind at the time of writing? Do we know whether it was a vision or an inspiration? So we can't just accept that as the gospel. Can we explore it? You know?
Right.
And I would send to the headmaster. They would be saying, you know, generations of students have learned this lesson without question. And I'm saying, well, what does that have to do with me? So when I got to the headmaster, he goes, you again? You know, this is it. You again?
So Jack, that everybody understands headmaster, you're talking about a teacher, correct? Is that
the principal of the school?
The principal of the school. This way, because you grew up in Kingston, Jamaica. Is that correct?
I grew up in, yeah, I did.
Yeah. And so
that's correct. Yes.
So what are some of your fond memories of
I would say
of that time?
Sir.
Say again?
Well, I would say to the principal, I would say, sir, why am I here? To learn or to be taught? And he would go to your class. Because if I'm there to learn, I gotta ask questions, right? But
that's right.
Funnily enough, my dad was an architect and a civil engineer, and he wanted me to carry on that baton, so to speak, right? And I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer because I loved engines and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he would say, "You're just a grease monkey, right?" And then when I wrapped high school and was supposed to go to university, I said, "I'm not going." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "No." So what are you going to do? I said, "I want to make music." He goes, "What?"
Oh my God.
Music is a hobby. You need to have a profession. And besides, listen to that King Cole. That's music. Because, surprisingly enough, my dad used to sing with the Jamaica folk singers. But, just as a part-time thing that he did, for fun.
Right.
For his generation. So, but, they never saw it as a profession until Bob Marley died. And the numbers of his estate became public, and everyone started saying, "Oh, well, maybe it's not such a bad thing." but it is. Funnily enough, my younger brother, who became everything that I should have become, he would say to me, "Oh, you're so stupid because when Dad dies, all of this is going to be mine." And I'm saying, "Enjoy," And he died 30 years before that.
Wow.
So that was a life lesson for me. And so I made sure, because with my dad, it was my way or the highway. I say to my kids, if you even want to be a criminal, God forbid, but be the best, strive to be the best.
Be the best criminal you can be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, as a parent, you're only here to guide your child, right?
Sure.
As best as you can, but you also have to foster their own individuality.
That's right. Well, in high school though, did you have a band, or did you find your voice, soon after high school? How did it all begin for you as far as, reggae and getting into being an artist?
Well, in high school, I was in the school choir, because I was in the Sunday school choir. Mm-hmm. And then in high school, I was the lead tenor in the school choir. But it was just something, at that time, it was something that I had to do. because
Yeah.
but I had better things to do, like go play soccer or take my girl to the matinee or something, but who wants to go rehearse and all of that crap, right? So I wasn't envisioning a career, you know what I'm saying? I was in the choir because they wouldn't leave me alone. As a matter of fact, George, one day I got a detention from my music teacher for not coming to class, right? But I have a photographic memory I'm blessed with. So I would hear what they're singing. Okay, so I know my part. So I'm off about my business, right? So I got a detention one morning. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have devotion at school where the whole school gathers in the morning and sing and pray, right? Yeah. So my detention was to sing this hymn at devotion in front of the whole school. And she swore she had me.
Oh, boy.
But I remember the song clearly, and it was Hero Love, the sound of my father. Back in them days, I was smoke free and all of that. So
right. Was that the first song that you actually learned because of your memory and your recall, or was it?
I knew all the songs. I knew all the harmony parts. I had to be teaching my friends their parts and stuff like that.
Right.
So I couldn't get it, that it would take them forever to get it. That was my issue, And so after I was singing, after a while I realized I didn't hear the piano because the music teacher was playing the piano. When I turned around to look at her, she was like this. She was speechless. So from that day, no one messed with me. And so, yeah.
Nobody messed with you.
I didn't have a band then, but all my friends were saying we should. And I'm like, yeah. I got an engine to go fix it. See you later.
Yeah, look, growing up in Jamaica, though, that must have been pretty cool. I mean, just it's so different, growing up on the island and as a youth and then, just, getting into all the music and like you said, you didn't have a band, but how did it all break for you? Like, as far as like when you did get a band together, were you finding yourself first and then creating something?
Long story, but let's make it short. My first job after getting kicked out by dad, I got a job driving a truck, right?
Okay.
Because I do that from I was a young boy. I was driving this truck, and I remember I was working with the Ministry of Housing here in Jamaica, and I had another friend who was trucking as well with me, and I remember him marrying a Bahamian girl and went off to live in the Bahamas, and I actually forgot all about Tony, so I was driving my truck, and I got very disenchanted working with the government because you're overworked and underpaid, and I thought,
right. Sure.
So I was moving house, changed my apartment, and I was cleaning out some drawers, and I found this letter, an unopened letter. So I opened it, and it was an invitation from my friend Tony, the Bahamas, for me to come to Nassau. But I got the message and the letter in my drawer. So when I read it, I was thinking, okay then, all right, that's what I'm going to do. So I sold my truck and I bought a ticket to the Bahamas. And I remember when I arrived there, I had $300.
Wow.
My friend lived in Eleuthera. So I had to overnight in Nassau and then take a small plane to Eleuthera the next day. Yeah. So by the time I, did the hotel, paid the cab, blah, blah, blah,
right, and
got to Eleuthera, something just said to me, tell the cab driver, hold on. So I saw this old lady and I said, excuse me, mommy, is Tony inside? She said to me, boy, where you been? Tony live in Miami nearly 1 year now. So I ended up back at the Nassau airport, but it was like Thursday and the flight wasn't until Tuesday, my flight to come back home. So I thought, Then I remembered that I had a friend whose brother was a professor at the College of the Bahamas. So I went to check to see him. The guy said he still works there, but it was weekend. Or by this time it was Friday, and he was off. He wouldn't be back till Monday. So I thought, okay. So then,
what year are we talking about, Jack? What year?
1979. I was 17 or 18 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forwarding though into when you started to becomes an artist. Was it in the
That's
early
what I'm going to
80s?
tell you now.
Yeah, was it in the early 80s?
It was in Bahamas. I was there
okay.
working as a mechanic in a gas station.
Oh.
A girl came in, picked me up, right? Because whatever, and she took me to Freeport one weekend. No, I'm not a gambling man, so casinos don't appeal to me. But I heard some live music playing, so I followed my ear, and lo and behold, there was this club called the Connection Room, which a Bahamian group called T Connection. They did funk in that, so they had a club. So they were playing Bob Marley's "Waiting in Vain" and was basically slaughtering it. So I said, "Oh, that's not how the song goes." So the guy who goes to me, "Well, since you know so much, why you don't come sing it then?" So I took the microphone from him and I sang it. And then I sang maybe 5 more songs, including "Strangers in the Night." And the manager came and said, "Boy, you want a job as a singer?" And I said, "Yes." And my girlfriend who took me was pissed because she had to leave me.
Oh my God. What a
that's how
story.
it started, right?
Wow.
And I was there for a couple of months till I decided, I'm going home. So I stopped in Miami. I went to Ace Music and I bought a whole band. I mean, drums, guitar, mixing console, everything. Took it home and I said to my friends who were always messing with me about a band, I said, "All right, here's a band.
Let's go. Let's go." Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically you were inspired by Bob Marley and that music. Was it the reggae stuff right away, or did it?
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to make a diverse music. Yeah. I mean, naturally reggae because I'm Jamaican and its heritage and culture and all of that. But growing up, we listened to everything from Patch Domino to Nancy Wilson. Do you know what I mean? Everything in between that. So I was influenced by a lot of different styles.
Right.
But I remember in the 80s when I would send demo tapes to record companies, I would always get an audience. They would always call me in. But then they would say, "So what direction do you want to pursue, Mr. Radics?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Straight ahead." Because they were saying, it was too diverse and they had to pigeonhole me for marketing purposes, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
So but then here's what happened, George. In Jamaica, I'm a Kingstoner, yeah? I'm what you call upper middle class youth. So, the music scene at the time was a downtown thing. So when I would try to go to the studios, they would say, "Hey, Curly, guy, go back uptown and leave this thing to us," And I was like, So I ended up having to go to the UK because of the product. England was where the market was.
Oh, okay. So that's how it started. Oh.
Yeah, so when I went to the UK I realized that if the product didn't say made in Jamaica, no one wanted to know.
Right.
Even today, people are making product in New York, in London, saying made in Jamaica, just for that purpose.
Right.
So yeah, so that's how that got started.
So that's how you became really known in overseas.
Right, because that's where I first emerged. When the Jamaican producers that used to run me at the studios in Jamaica came to London and saw me, they said, "That's you. So why didn't you say nothing?" And I was like, "Did I get a chance?"
Oh my God. So, you've had so many hits and you've recorded.
George, can we hold on one brief minute? Can we hold on 1 brief minute, please? 1 brief minute.
Sure. I hope he surprises us. Are you there, Jack?
Yeah, I'll be back. Just give me a minute, please.
Okay. All right, so let's see. We're gonna wait for Jack, and I don't know what he's doing, but let's see. Maybe he'll surprise us. I don't know. This is a first. This is live. This is live. So this is a first.
Play a video. Oh. Woo. Sorry. I was saying play a video.
Oh, play a video. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I have bladder issues, so I had to run
okay.
to the back.
That's no problem. So, you know, let me show some of these band shots here. And I think this was overseas.
Yes, that was in Vienna, Austria in 2004.
Yeah.
This one is in Virginia in 2015.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. I mean,
That one is in Augsburg, Germany, 2004.
And so let's get to some earlier stuff now with Twist and Shout, because that really kind of, you know, cemented you, right? I mean, that
catapulted me into the big times.
Yeah, it sure did. Tell me about Twist and Shout, and I think what you recorded with Shaka Damus and the Pliers, right?
Right, correct, yeah.
Yeah. So you were
Twist and Shout was Sly Dunbar from Sly and Robbie, the Jamaican rhythm maestros.
right.
They were doing an album, Sly and Robbie and Friends. And I was one of the artists slated to be on that, you know, including Mick Hucknall from Simply Red and Sade and blah, blah, blah. Anyway,
Okay.
Sly and I always used to speak about 3 songs, which is Twist and Shout, It's in Her Kiss, and Mockingbird. So I was in New York one day and on my personal business, and I was staying at the Renaissance on 54th, and I was going downstairs for breakfast one morning, and when the lift opened on my floor, Sly Dunbar was in the lift. What? Go figure. So anyway, when the lift door closed, George, you know the speaker in the elevator up in the top there, all we heard was shake it up, baby. So
Right.
Sly and I turned and looked at each other, and he goes, Radics, that's it. That's the sign right there. So he made the
Wow.
song. I
Wow.
was still in New York. The manager called me and said, Sly said, whatever you're doing, come home now. So I came home. I went to the studio. He goes, why you come, the tapes on the machine, come listen to it. And I'm like, I'm listening to it around here. So I went straight to the vocal booth, right? And I kicked it like a 35-yard free kick. Zoop. So I said, yeah, it feels good. Let's take it now. And they go, let's take it, leave the studio. They wouldn't give me another track, George. They refused to give me another track. That was one take. I was just measuring the thing, right?
Really?
And
One
I'm saying,
take?
yeah, it seems like it could work. Yeah. So
Wow.
a friend of mine and this other artist called Anthony Redrose, he was in the studio and he said, boy, it sounds good. If we ever put a DJ on it, it would be pandemonium. So we tried. Him and I wrote the DJ lyrics. I sketched it out on the tape. And we tried 5 guys and none of them was up to the mark. Then Sly Dunbar said, all right, I'm going to make one more call. So he called Chaka Demus.
Yeah.
And Chaka Demus came, and the very first thing Chaka Demus said in the mic, we all went, yes, that's it, right? So it started as Radics and Chaka Demus. But Chaka Demus and Pliers as a duo had 2 top 10 hits in England already. And they had this song called Tease Me. So the record company sent back, because Sly sent it to the record company, because Sly and Robbie also produced this Chaka Demus and Pliers album.
Mm-hmm.
They said they like it, but we have to find a way of putting Pliers on it, because they can't put out a song with Chaka Demus alone for it. It would seem like the group is
Right.
splitting up or something.
Right.
So Sly called me and he said, Radics, they love it, but they're saying we have to put pliers on it. So I'm saying, do they want to take me off? They're going, no. So we put pliers on it, and
it's great.
in a matter of weeks, it was number one, because
Number one.
it was phenomenal. We had to fly to London to do Top of the Pops like overnight,
Yeah.
because it went straight into the chart at number 4.
Wow. And
But,
like I said in my open, it was the fastest selling. You got like in the Guinness Book of World Records because of that.
Yeah, because it went straight in the charts at number 4, and by the next week it was number 1, and because that was right in the Christmas week, and they said they wanted to have a white Christmas. So the Christmas number 1 was a group called Take That, and the week after that it was Twist and Shout, because they didn't want to have a black Christmas, so they got their white Christmas with Take That.
Hey, listen, I have a clip of Twist and Shout. It's not obviously it's not the original time frame, but I think it's not. I think it's 93, possibly.
Yeah.
So let me run it. It's what a great sound. Here we go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Wow. Thanks, George. I haven't seen that in forever.
No.
That was the end of 93, because it was the last number 1 in 93 and the first number 1 in 94, because it actually went number 1 on my birthday, which is New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was actually live on a program in the UK called Top of the Pops, right? So that was live because we had to war to do live, because most people do half playback or even full playback. That was actually live and direct. It never happened before and has not happened since.
I'll tell you what a great rendition of the song, obviously made famous by the Beatles. And and I know you got a story. You told me on the pre-call of Paul McCartney.
Well, I was in London.
You got to tell me the story.
I was in London, and Paul McCartney sent a limo to fetch me, right? And so when I got to his place, he goes, "Who the fuck are you, man? I thought I sang that song." And so it was a nice moment,
So let me get this straight. Paul McCartney sent for you? Is that what you said?
No, he was the singer in the Beatles version. Yeah, he sent for me. Yeah,
He sent for you.
Yeah, because he's saying, I want to know this guy, because he was saying, who are you, man? And I thought
Oh,
I sang that song because the Beatles, their version peaked at #4 in the UK chart. We entered the same chart at #4, right? And took it all the way. So, you know, that was a nice little thingy there. But
yeah.
just a bit of trivia, George. Do you know that everyone that has recorded that song has had a top 10 hit with it? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
But we got in the Guinness Book of Records for one being the fastest selling cover. Two, it was the first time a song from the Twist became #1 from the Dance the Twist, you know. So
it's incredible.
It's more than one entry, yeah. Wow. Life has not been the same since.
No. Well, yeah, but I mean, you've had so many hits though, and single hits, and albums, album sales, and.
But Twist and Shout was #1 in 15 countries in the world. I finished the passport just doing the promotion on that. I mean, the Chakademus and Pliers and we toured Japan, Australia, and New Zealand and Southeast Asia as the opening act for UB40 on their Promises and Lives tour. It was a complete sold-out tour even before we got there. So, yeah, I mean, like, it was a major milestone in my career.
So what album is this?
This is from the single It's in Her Kiss. And this actually is in Negril, Jamaica, where I actually live. But that's from my album called Affairs of the Heart, which I got a deal with Sony in Germany after the Twist and Shout success. And this was the album that spawned that period of time. And this clip is from the video It's in Her Kiss.
Yeah, I have the video, and let's take a look.
Taxi!
Where to, Gov?
Airport.
Holiday!
No, I need to find this girl in Jamaica. No.
Get in! Sit in the back! I know a shortcut! Hold tight!
Does she love me? I wanna know.
Girl, I'm just
How will I know if she love me so? Oh no, she'll see. Oh no, she'll make believe. She wanna know. She loves me so, it's in her key. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's just her charm. Oh no, that's just her arm. If she wanna know, she loves me so, it's in her key. Oh yeah, it's in her key.
Why don't you hug, squeeze, and kiss me, boy, and find out what you wanna know? If it's love you really need, it's there in his key.
Me love you, oh me love how you kiss. Whenever time I kiss you, girl, I cannot resist. 'Cause you're my sweet sugar dumpling, no nice cherry pie. If I don't get your little girl, I'm going to die because me need you. Woman, me not tell no lie. No man I look you and I says I'm fine. The loving of me heart, you know it did there from the start. Are you and I should have never be apart. Kiss me, girl. Come on, kiss me. Oh no, that's just her charm. Oh no, that's just her arm. She wanna know that she loves me so, it's in her key.
what a great video. I tell you,
Yeah.
I was like, I want to run the whole thing, but I can't. I have to clip it. But
But just by the way, the girl singing on that song is Gwen Dickey from the group Rose Rice. I don't know if you're familiar with Rose Rice.
okay,
You know, there's no vacancy, love don't leave me. Car wash, that's the girl from Rose Rice.
okay.
Yeah.
The beginning there, the cab driver, he's incredible too. He's very funny.
He's a comedian from London called Black. So yeah, he's a
Yeah,
funny guy.
very, very funny, great video. Really, it's well produced. Even for when was that video produced?
That was in 1996.
Wow, that's good production for that time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah. The video director Bruno Tilly, he was like the head of the Island Arts at Island Records back in the day. So,
you've had so many awards too. Selling awards. That I found that all
yeah,
these songs.
That's my first actual gold and platinum record.
Gold and platinum.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what out of like people that you've collaborated with, in your life in music, who would you think that you would like to collaborate with now, or is there somebody that you would like to collaborate with?
I would absolutely love to do a song with Sade, who is just my favorite singer.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think
Your
so
voice
too.
with Sade, that would be awesome. Yeah.
I mean, I've had the pleasure of actually meeting her, and stuff like that. But I would never broach. She would have to bring that up, right? Because I don't think I have enough credibility to say, let's do this, and I don't want to seem like I want to abuse the friendship. You know what I mean, George?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. So and again, I'm going to get back to how unique you are in your vocals and how you present your music. What's the process of doing that, Jack? I mean, because as an artist, you're creating content and creating your song, but you want to separate yourself from others. So what's the creative process in doing that?
Oh, I don't know if that's the answerable question, because that's not necessarily something that I think about. It's not consciously.
It just comes naturally. Yeah.
Yeah. I do what I do, but I know, like, when I'm asked, what advice I would give to aspirants, I would say, be unique, because unique is what gives you shelf life.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
And distinctive. Absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, this is from there's a German reggae act called Gentleman, which I wrote songs with and for, and that thing Diversity was his second gold album in Germany. So yeah, and he's pretty famous over that side of the world, and I'm sort of being the behind the scene guy in that.
Now, just to dive in a little bit further about your style, when you were finding your voice in music and making yourself separate from others, did it go through some transformations, or you just took what you came up with and you trailblazed out?
Here's what it is. My dad used to say to me, "This is not King Cole, that's music." So I was thinking, all right, so it's not King Cole. All right, then so I'll just do Nat King Cole.
No, you can't do Nat King Cole.
so when, for instance, Unforgettable, so I thought, all right, so I aimed for that tonation, right? And but Otis Redding, and there's a Jamaican singer called Ken Boot, because like the Temptations, I love David Ruffin. A lot of people like Eddie Kendricks, and but me personally, Otis Redding, that fire, when a man, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, if you're a man and you're speaking to a woman, you should sound like a man, and not some. That was my conception of of style.
Okay, all right. That's a good way of putting and the transition of your style.
Yeah, because I could sing a falsetto, I could sing a tenor. A voice is just like a guitar or a piano. It's an instrument, so you could do varying things with it.
Yeah. But as far as like your journey in music, and what do you think you've enjoyed mostly about your journey from from when you first started, let's go from when Twist and Shout hit the charts, and then you know you're going through the years of just making hit after hit after hit of songs and sales. What would you think is your you know?
Wait.
We're gonna play a video. We're gonna play a video, and we're gonna play Spirit Free. This is good.
Yes, now, darling. Yes, sweet, sweet, sweet sugar. Yeah, yeah. Sweet as you are, I won't be far. Yes, Lord knows. Come on, baby. Liquid chemistry, baby. Yes, you know, darling, most energy. Yeah, come on, baby. Living spirit free. You and me, electricity. I just like the sun. I'm gonna be hot for you, baby. I just like the rain. I'm always wet with you. Yeah. I just like the moon. I'll see the stars with you. Listen, I'm gonna stay with you, yeah, and lay with you, yeah. Just like the wind, I'm gonna be warm with you, baby. I just like the sea. I'll be a star with you, yeah. I just like the land. I'll be a cruise with you. Listen, I'm gonna stay with you, girl, and lay with you. So me sing again. Come on, baby. Liquid chemistry, baby. Yes, you know, darling, motion energy. Come on, baby. Living spirit free. Yeah. You and me, electricity. Come on, baby. Liquid chemistry. Yes, you know, darling, motion energy. That's what we are. Come on, baby. Living spirit free. Yeah. I miss you and me, electricity.
That's good stuff. And that was off the Watershed album.
That's the first single from the Watershed album.
Yeah.
And by the way, that guy in the video, that's
Yeah.
my son playing a younger version of me. So yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
was pretty cool.
Oh wow, that's your son.
Yeah.
Is he
Yep,
is
yep,
he
yep.
also a singer? Is he?
No, he's a dive master and he captains a boat and
Oh.
he's doing his thing, you know. So
There
yeah.
you go. There you go. So now
You
this
can-
this album, was it more because you sound like Lou Rawls, and you know a lot of Lou Rawls came out of you in this album here, I think anyway.
Well, in my career, especially in the reggae world, I'm known as the crooner, the ladies man, you know, the Adonis. And I've been referred to as the Lou Rawls of reggae and the Teddy P of reggae and the Barry. So I'm saying these are, you know, brilliant accolades. If you think I sound that good, then hey, I can
No,
live with
man,
that.
look, I used to listen to Lou Rawls all the time, Barry White, and you know, as soon as I started researching you and hearing you, a light bulb just went off in my head. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
I
good
get
stuff.
that. I get that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I have another clip
I get
here
it, and
of I have another video here of Syncredible, another clip,
Also from the Watershed, yeah.
also from this album. Let's take a look at that one.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody loves and loves to be in love, and sometimes I wonder if it's just the idea of love that we're in love with, because, I mean, do we really know what love is? Or should be, or could be, or can be, or would be? Or is in you and I's case, will be? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see now, won't we? How I feel about you, complicated as bees and birds, and what I'll say about you, things that you never heard. My desire for you just can't be eternal. I'ma say it what I feel. Incredible Lord, I need it every night and day. Yeah. It's incredible Lord, need it in every way. Insatiable Lord, that you give to me. Yeah. Insatiable Lord. Listen now.
Good stuff, man. Hey, where were you?
Well, you know, I was so pissed off with the video director because, you know, I wanted to be the one that was spinning that Mamacita around my day. We were trying to make it PG friendly.
Yes, yeah, PG friendly. Yeah, especially in this culture. In the show we have chats, and please, if you're out there, if you're viewing the show, chat. Feel free to ask Jack a question. But Clutch tuned in here. Big up Jack Radical. I guess maybe somebody out there knows you as Jack Radical.
Yeah. Because I'm the Radical Jack, so
Radical Jack. Good stuff. So what I want to ask you is, because you've created all these sound tracks and songs, but with the fusion of reggae and so many other genres that's out there, you think reggae is in jeopardy? Like, as far as losing its roots?
No, absolutely no, because when you travel the world and, there's this new format of reggae known as dancehall, which is the rave of the day. But when you go out to the world, you see that people are still into the roots rock reggae, which, and the lovers rock, so I don't see any jeopardy for that. I have fashioned my own genre, infusing all of these musical ideas that I pick up from all around the world for decades into what I call R&P, rhythm and pop. So that's just me being my radical self, doing my own thing, because I want to, because I can.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have what's this? Is this 2018?
That's 2018. That's a single. Not from. Well, all right. I have a collection of. I make reggae music, social commentary, and spirituality and that. So I have fashioned a thing called Radical Love, right? Mm-hmm. So which chronicles all of those songs, and then I've fashioned also Jack of Hearts, which is more like the lovers.
Oh, I see.
So this I'll do it again. It's actually from Jack of Hearts Volume 1, which I'm put, because I'm getting my catalog together, and instead of having a record company constantly parasiting you, so I'm trying to get some of the revenue here.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I have the lyric video of this song that I want to play a clip of it.
Okay.
Oh, yes, now my baby, every time you, can a man speak the truth now? Oh, just want your love now of a man. Well, I do it again. Would you listen, baby? I've been to heaven, I've been to paradise with you, my love. Yes, and darling, lived out my deepest and sweetest sexual fantasies with you now. Oh, yeah. And I've known tenderness, and I've known tiredness, and I got no regrets. Nothing, not mine. Just for your love, I'd do it
Nice, man. Love is
Wow.
only. Oh, love is only.
Absolutely.
So there's some more chats. Look at that. Beautiful song by Villaverde. And when and where can we see Jack live? You want to tease
Okay.
it?
No, I don't wanna. I've not had a chance to work with Barry Hammond yet, but that's someone that I would like. So,
Yeah.
well, the Sound Faculty, which is my company, we are going to be doing a 2-day festival on the 17th and 18th of July in
Wow.
Atlanta.
Breaking news.
And you could see me live there, right? So if you wanted to find out about the Feel Good Festival, just go to thefeelgoodfestival.com and you will get all the information you need related to that. But yeah,
Yeah, good stuff, man.
that's my next live. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be live or virtual live, but
Well, hopefully
that's
by
the
then
time
it'll loosen up a little bit. By the way, how is it in Jamaica now with what's going on? I mean, it
just in where I live in the Grill, it's like a tourist, a resort town. So the hotel just started having live bands again, like last week.
Oh, well,
so,
that's good.
It's lightening up, but the whole industry has locked down like everywhere else.
Yeah. No, that's good news. Another
Thank God
comment.
for publishing money, or we'd be starving of hunger, bro.
Oh, without a doubt. Another nice comment up there. Not since Sam Cook. Did the oohs and ahs sound so good?
Wow, thank you. Because
You got a fan
was
out
the
there.
granddaddy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In the very beginning of the show, I ran the clip of Nomada, the song Nomada, but you did the original in Cuba, right?
Yeah. Because actually, No Matter is my highest, one of my chart position as a solo act in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, because that's where I was signed to EMI in Cologne, Germany at the time, and deal was for Germany, Austria, Switzerland. So I went to number 3 in Switzerland, and we had top 20 in Germany and top 10 I went to number 3 in Austria and number 10 in Switzerland, and was in the top 20 in Germany. So that wasn't bad.
That's very good. Let's take a look at Nomada from Cuba.
Yeah.
No, not ever. Life has never been better. It don't matter. Life has never been better.
Lost my job, wrecked the car. I've been robbed, so I won't get far. It don't matter.
Don't matter.
And then the bang took the house. Now the neighbors start to shout. Don't matter.
It don't matter.
No, it don't matter. 'Cause life has never been better. Oh, yeah. Not ever. Life has never been better. Don't matter. 'Cause life has never been better. No, not ever. 'Cause life has never been better. Yeah. No more cage, no more rage.
I see you laughing over there when I'm playing the video. That's such
Yeah,
a great,
it's
that's a great sound.
Yeah, and he was not having a good day. I'm glad that was.
Yeah. No, I mean, how was it, making that video in Havana? I mean, that must have been, something.
You noticed my complexion then, because that Havana sun was burning down on you, boy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, but it was a good experience, forthcoming and being like, wow, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I do have another clip now. Again, you're all about the love, but this clip, you're all about not getting any. I have a
right?
I have a clip of "Make Your Mind," it's a video that you did, and I think you're in a bar somewhere, and you're getting rejected and
Yeah,
rejected.
that was in Atlanta in 14 or 15. One
Yeah,
of those years.
yeah. Let's take a look at this. This is funny.
I wanna make you mine. Whoa, 'cause I need and I want and I got to make you mine. Well, I make you mine. 'Cause I need and I want and I got to make you mine. Chapter 1 has just begun and what memorable moments, my baby. Yes, now. If I should speak of things in chapters 2, it's like an everlasting torment. Yes, now. Unchained, untamed, yeah. It shows and I just can't fight it, so I'll get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. Out on the street, they're talking to make you mine. Get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. Busy myself with friends to make you mine. I recall our chapters 3 and 4 kept us up until the morning. Oh, baby. In chapters 5 and 6, what mysteries? Or would you clarify the suspense? Please.
The drama is over.
More than just a crush.
I'll pretend there's no rush.
But oh, I long to touch, yes, this open book, yeah. Would you read it sentence first, my love? 'Cause you got me hooked, so I'll get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. Come on now, listen. Out on the street, they're talking to make you mine. All right now, baby. Get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. Busy myself with friends to make you mine. 7 and 8 takes us way out of sight. Higher than a mountain. Oh, now. If 9 and 10, no Lord, they would come true. I would throw me in a fountain. Yes, now, darling. So long it took. Yeah. I fight it, yes. Oh, get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. Come on now, baby. Out on the street, they're talking to make you mine. Get on my feet, start walking to make you mine. All right now, child, I'm gonna busy myself with plans to make you mine. Yes, I'm gonna make you mine.
I'm gonna make
you mine. Make you mine.
I'm gonna make you mine.
'Cause I want and I need and I got to. Oh, yes.
That's good, man. Good stuff. Another hit. Was that a single or was that off the album or what?
That was a single. That was from the Jack of Hearts as well.
Jack Hearts, yeah. Yeah. I mean, with the concept of rejection and your did you create the song, write the song as well, or?
I wrote the song. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
The video concept came from the producer of the video.
okay, and with the producers that you've also produced a lot of albums with famous producers, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, you know, in the reggae industry.
in that world, yeah. Is that from overseas? You freeze up on me there, Jack?
Well,
Okay. Yeah, you're back now. Okay.
yeah. What was the question?
No, I was talking about famous producers.
What was the question, George?
I was talking about famous
Right.
producers overseas, possibly in Germany or the UK, that you were hooking up with.
Yeah, you know, I have, yes. You know, when I meet people, they go, "How come I've never heard of you before?" You know, and let's do shit, you know, or you know, I go into some place and they're like, "We're not worthy," and I'm like, "Yeah, right." You know, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah.
No, I mean, look, you've had such an incredible, successful career, ongoing. You know, with all the, you know, the videos that you've made, and songs you created, and you're just starting.
Exactly. It's what I do. You know,
You
like
know?
the Godfather said to Frank Sinatra, he goes, "So what do you want to do, Frankie? Retire? You retire in a box, capito?" So, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Never retire, my friend. Never retire.
No retiring. I
No.
retired.
Oh my God. No, Jack, it was such a pleasure to have you on Buzz Talk Live tonight. It was a chance to, you know, give you a little bit of a spotlight of your career and to talk about incredible stuff, man. I wish you the best of luck with everything upcoming and
Well, we need another one, George, because there's just way too much information
yeah.
that we need to get out. So we need to do it again.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
do it again and
Listen, you're always welcome on the show. Maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe we can do something live. That would be really cool, you know?
again. Well, we could work it. Maybe I could get my guitarist or something, and we just do like a acoustic thing.
Yeah, I think you should come back. We should do something live, you know, with the band, and it would be a great night, and I'm sure, you know, people out there would love to see you perform live. You know, but thanks, man. And let me just put this up here.
I love writing.
So
we
people
print it
know.
up.
Yeah, so people know where to find you on social media. So there it is. There, you're all over the place.
I'm on Twitter, Bitter, you name it. I'm on it.
You're on it. Yeah. No, you have to be. You have to be. And again, you know, your company is Sound Faculty, is it?
Sound Faculty, and you could correspond with me at soundfaculty@gmail.
Okay. And the festival in Atlanta, is that going to be posted on your website?
Yeah, the Feel Good Festival, which is a 2-day festival of holistic, you know, art, lifestyle, you know. So it's pretty interesting. We're gonna have a lot of speakers on holistic lifestyle and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you know, and it's gonna feature, you know, jazz musicians, reggae musicians, American musicians, you know, African, French musicians. So yeah. So the Feel Good Festival is where you type that up and you get all the information you will need.
All right. Well, is on July's. You know, let's hope that, you know, outdoor
hopefully by then
festivals,
the pandemic would have subsided.
The pandemic, yeah, I know. I hear that. Jack, thanks again. Once again, it was a pleasure having you on. I'm honored to have you on. You're a legend. And, you know, I can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you, George. It's a mutual pleasure. You know, love is a reciprocal thing. So
Yes.
take some of that for yourself.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be on. Actually, this is my first ever Zoom situation. I've never been on Zoom before. So
there you go. There you go. There's always a first.
It's nice
right?
to be not so much of a Yeah. So there you go. We scored a first. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure's mine, my friend. All right.
All right.
Wow. Once again, legend in Buzz Talk Live. It's incredible to have Jack Radics to zoom in here with me and be part of the show. What an incredible talent, unique and distinctive voice of Jack Radics. So make sure, again, festival in Atlanta. That's July 17, 18. It'll be on his website. So look him up there at soundfaculty at gmail.com. You can I guess, send an email to him or go to his website at Jack Radic Music, I believe. Is that right, Jack? Is that right?
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. So join me again on Sunday night. This is incredible too, with another legend, legendary stuntman Kim Kahana is going to tune in to Buzz Talk Live, and he's doubled for Charles Bronson for 20 years. So Kim Kahana is going to be here on Buzz Talk Live. So tune in at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Buzz Talk Live channel. And that's all for tonight, folks. And appreciate you tuning in. Good night, America.